My beloved friend, wait just one moment before you scroll away. This is not happening by accident. Maybe you opened this because you were curious. Maybe you thought it was just another story, another message, another random moment passing through your screen. But what if the reason you stopped here has nothing to do with chance? What if something inside you recognized these words before your mind even had time to understand them? Because there is a question that has been quietly following you, and today it refuses to stay silent. Did you see my story online? It wasn't posted for everyone. It was for you. The strange part is, even if you never actually saw it, somehow you still found this message. And that changes everything, because what is meant for you always finds another way when the first path is missed. But why would a single story matter so much, and who wanted you to see it before this moment slipped away forever? You probably remember that feeling. You unlocked your phone without knowing why. You opened one app, then another. You refreshed your screen. Something kept pulling your attention even though nothing seemed different. You couldn't explain it. It felt like you were looking for something you couldn't name, almost like your heart already knew a message existed somewhere, waiting. You ignored that feeling. You told yourself it was nothing, but deep inside, a quiet voice whispered that you were forgetting something important. That whisper never completely disappeared, did it? Instead, it stayed hidden beneath your thoughts, growing stronger every day until now, when these words finally crossed your path. But if your heart already sensed this moment, what exactly has it been trying to tell you? Life has a strange way of speaking. Sometimes it speaks through people, sometimes through silence, sometimes through unexpected conversations, and sometimes through a simple story that appears on a screen for only a few seconds before disappearing. Most people believe stories vanish after 24 hours, but some stories never disappear. Some continue living inside the person they were meant to reach. That is why you are here now, not because you searched for this, because it searched for you. Think back to the past few weeks. Hasn't it felt like the universe has been repeating itself, the same numbers showing up again, the same songs finding you, the same memories returning when you least expected them, the same person's name appearing over and over, the same dream waking you before sunrise? Coincidence? Maybe. But what if these aren't coincidences at all? What if they are breadcrumbs leading you towards something you haven't fully understood yet? And what happens when you finally reach the end of that trail? Someone has been thinking about you far more than you realize. No, not in the ordinary way. This isn't just someone remembering your face or wondering how you've been. This is deeper than that. There is an invisible connection stretching across distance, silence, unanswered messages, and passing time. Even when neither of you speaks, something continues moving between your hearts. You may not believe that. You may even laugh at the idea. Yet why do certain people suddenly enter your thoughts without warning? Why does their memory arrive at the exact moment you promised yourself you had moved on? Why does your heart react before your mind can explain it? Questions like these don't appear without a reason. And neither did this message. There are moments in life when everything changes quietly. No fireworks, no loud announcements, no dramatic signs, just one small moment, one unexpected sentence, one tiny decision, one message, one story. Most people miss those moments because they expect destiny to arrive with noise. But destiny often whispers. It waits patiently for those willing to stop long enough to hear it. The question is, have you already missed your whisper once before? Imagine someone sitting alone late at night. Their room is dark except for the glow of a phone screen. They type something, delete it, type again, delete it again. They hesitate, not because they don't care. Because they care too much. Then instead of sending a message directly, they post a story, simple, short, almost invisible, but hidden inside those ordinary words is something only one person was supposed to understand: you. Could that really happen? Maybe you've been asking the wrong question. Instead of asking whether someone posted it for you, ask yourself why your heart reacted before you had any proof. Because your heart recognizes things your eyes haven't seen yet. That's why some places feel familiar before you've visited them. That's why certain voices calm you instantly. That's why some strangers feel like old friends. And that's why today's message feels strangely personal. Even though it was written for someone you have never met, or have you? There is a reason certain chapters refuse to close. You tried moving forward. You focused on work, on responsibilities, on becoming stronger. You smiled even when your heart felt tired. You convinced everyone around you that everything was fine. But every now and then, usually when the world became quiet, your thoughts wandered back. Not because you wanted them to, because unfinished stories always call the people who belong inside them. The heart has remarkable patience. It waits, it remembers, it protects hope long after logic gives up. Maybe that's what has been happening inside you this entire time. Maybe hope never left. Maybe it simply became quieter, until today, because something is beginning to wake up. Can you feel it? It isn't loud, it's gentle, like sunlight slowly entering a room after the longest night, like hearing your name spoken by someone you thought had forgotten it, like standing at the edge of something beautiful without realizing you're already closer than you've ever been before. Still, every beautiful beginning asks for courage, courage to believe, courage to trust, courage to remain open even after disappointment. That may be the hardest part. You've been hurt before. Promises were broken. People changed. Words lost their meaning. Silence became heavier than arguments. You learned to protect yourself. You built walls so carefully that even hope sometimes couldn't find its way inside. Yet somehow, this message slipped through every wall. Why? Because the strongest walls cannot stop what is truly meant to reach your soul. Maybe you've been waiting for a sign without admitting it. Not a giant miracle. Just something, anything. A reminder that your story isn't over. That love still exists. That purpose hasn't forgotten your name. That everything you've survived was leading somewhere instead of simply happening to you. If that's true, then perhaps this moment is not the answer. Perhaps it's only the invitation, because answers come after invitations are accepted. There is someone whose path is changing right now. They don't even realize how close they are to making a decision that will affect your future. Every experience they've had, every mistake, every lesson, every goodbye, every unexpected delay, has quietly been preparing them, just as your own journey has been preparing you. two separate roads, two separate storms, moving toward one intersection neither of you can see yet. What happens there? Even time has been protecting that. Sounds impossible, until you remember how many impossible things have already happened in your life. Think about where you were 1 year ago. Think about the fears you carried, the people you thought would never leave, the dreams you thought would never happen. Everything changed. Some changes broke your heart, others quietly saved it. Maybe today's message belongs in the second category. Maybe you're standing much closer to healing than pain wants you to believe. But healing has an unusual habit. It often arrives disguised as confusion. Nothing makes sense at first. The puzzle pieces seem unrelated. Only later do you discover they were creating one picture all along. You're holding one of those pieces right now. Don't throw it away simply because you can't see the full picture yet. There is another truth you've almost forgotten. You are not the same person who first began this journey. You have cried, learned, failed, forgiven, waited, changed. Every difficult season has quietly shaped someone stronger than you realize. The person reading these words today could not have understood them a year ago, but today, something inside you does. That matters more than you know, because transformation never announces